Gemini is the sign of duality and transformation, a living mirror that reflects more than one truth at the same time. People often notice the sparkle first, the charm, the quick laughter, the bright mind that seems to leap across rooftops. But behind that effortless light is a complicated inner sky. A Gemini doesn't just think. They orbit ideas. They don't merely feel. They translate emotion into language, then language into possibility, then possibility into motion. If you've ever been close to a Gemini, you know what it's like to watch someone be two things at once. Curious and cautious, playful and profound, present and already halfway to the next horizon. Before we go deeper, I want to invite you into this conversation. If these words resonate, subscribe to Astro Gemini so you don't miss the messages that are meant to find you right on time. This channel is a space for insight, healing, and honest astrology, and your presence here matters. Fact 25. Geminis are profoundly curious. Curiosity is not a hobby for them, it's the engine of their personality. Their minds are built for exploration, for turning a stone over just to see what lives underneath. When something catches their attention, they dive in with a hunger that surprises people. The late-night rabbit holes, the dozen tabs open, the questions that keep multiplying, the urge to touch every corner of a mystery. This is how they love the world, by seeking to understand it. Gemini thrives on mental stimulation, and you'll often find them at their brightest when they're learning, debating, observing, or discovering something new. Their curiosity isn't random, it's a spiritual instinct. The soul saying, "There's more here, keep going." That same curiosity is a gift and a challenge. Because they can be fascinated by so many things, they sometimes scatter their focus. It isn't that they don't care, it's that the world is loud with invitations, and they hear every one of them. A Gemini learns by sampling life, by tasting 10 flavors instead of settling for one. Their spirit wants breadth as much as depth, and both are part of their path. Fact 24. Geminis fear vulnerability. Under the confident banter and social ease, there is a cautious heart. Geminis can talk about anything except, sometimes, what hurts them. Their fear isn't shallow, it's protective. They worry that if they reveal their soft places, someone might judge them, misuse that trust, or walk away. So they become masters of approach and retreat. They can be present, brilliant, affectionate and stilled, keep a private room locked inside. This is not because they don't feel, it's because they feel deeply. And they learned early that not everyone handles truth gently. If you want to truly connect with a Gemini, remember this patience is tenderness in action. When a Gemini finally lets you in, you witness the depth that surprises you. Their vulnerability is not dramatic, it is honest. And once trust is real, they love fiercely with both mind and soul. Fact 23. Geminis may rarely finish a book. Their restless attention isn't a flaw. It's a symptom of how their mind is wired. Reading a full book straight through can feel like sitting still in a lively storm. They crave variety, fresh angles, and new stimulation. So they may pause a chapter to chase another idea, then another, then another. Yet, don't mistake this for a lack of intelligence. Geminis absorb information quickly and often remember the essence. Even if they don't complete the journey in order, they collect meaning in bursts, like lightning strike in different places, illuminating the landscape in flashes. Fact 22. Geminis need time to open their emotional world. They analyze feelings before they confess them. They intellectualize what they experience, and sometimes that creates distance between what they feel and what they show. Partners may think they're holding back, In truth, Geminis are learning how to trust their own depths as much as their thoughts. Give them a safe atmosphere, a sense of calm, and room to speak without pressure. When they do open up, their honesty is profound, and their words can feel like a doorway into a rich inner universe you didn't know was there. Fact 21. Geminis love their freedom. For them, freedom is not a luxury. It's oxygen. They need space to explore, to change their minds, to follow a thread of curiosity without being pulled back by expectations. This can look like avoidance of commitment, but most of the time, it's something subtler. A commitment to their own becoming. A Gemini wants relationships that feel like open windows, not locked doors. Respecting their autonomy makes them softer, not farther. Trying to control them makes them disappear not out of cruelty, but out of self-preservation. Fact 20. Geminis are sweet and empathetic. They have an uncanny ability to read a room, to feel the emotional weather around them. Their humor often exists to lift others, and their kindness shows up in practical, spontaneous ways. A check-in at the right time, a joke that dissolves tension, a thoughtful gesture without a spotlight. And yes, their sharp wit can sometimes cut without meaning to. But when a Gemini realizes they've hurt you, they usually feel it deeply. Their heart is gentler than their mouth when the mouth moves too fast. They dislike causing pain, and if they care about you, they will try to make it right. Fact 19. Geminis are attracted to authenticity. There is nothing that turns a Gemini off faster than a mask held too long. They are drawn to people who are unapologetically real, messy, brilliant, uncertain, alive. They can sense insincerity early, not because he's suspicious, but because they crave truth. To a Gemini, honesty is intimacy. It's the bridge that lets them relax and stay. If you want their loyalty, be yourself with your whole chest. They respect courage in its raw form. Fact 18. Geminis are imaginative lovers. In intimacy, they bring creativity, play, and adaptability. They don't want love to be a script. They want it to be a conversation. Variety keeps them engaged, not because they are shallow, but because their body follows the same rhythm as their mind. It awakens through newness, through curiosity, through being fully present with a partner who communicates openly. For Gemini, desire is as mental as it is physical. When their mind feels chosen, their heart follows, and their affection becomes vivid, inventive, and genuinely attentive. Fact 17. Geminis seek pleasure, but need variety. Routine can dim their sparkle. They flourish where spontaneity, life's new dates, new ideas, new ways to surprise each other. If you're with a Gemini, remember that adventure is love in their language. Keeping things fresh doesn't require it requires intention. A new place, a new shared story, a new goal you chase. Together these are sparks that keep them glowing. Fact 16. Geminis have a complex character. They can be playful and serious, lighthearted and philosophical, all in the same afternoon. Their contradictions aren't false. They are layers. Sometimes their humor hides inner struggle, and sometimes their confidence disguises doubt. They are adaptable to the point of seeming unpredictable, but deep down they are consistent in one way. They are always evolving. To know a Gemini is to accept that the story will keep unfolding and that their growth is part of their loyalty to life itself. Fact 15. Geminis thrive on change. While some signs seek stability above all, Gemini finds life in movement. Change is where they feel most alive. They reinvent themselves the way others change outfits, not to impress, but because growth feels natural to them. Their personality can shift like a kaleidoscope, and that can confuse people who want certainty. But for Gemini, transformation is loyalty to the soul. They are not meant to be pinned down to one version of themselves, and when you allow them to evolve, they become even more radiant in your presence. If you're enjoying this and it's helping you see Gemini more clearly, take a second to tap like. It supports Astro Gemini and helps this message reach the people who need it. Fact 14. Geminis value shared leadership and relationships. They like initiative, but they also want balance. Gemini respects a partner who can stand beside them, not behind them. They are energized by confidence, by someone who can make decisions too. When both people lead in their own ways, Gemini feels safe to relax, to play, to trust the bond. Equality isn't just a principle for them, it's a kind of romance. Fact 13. Geminis are intellectually curious and communicative. Their minds are quick, their tongues quicker. They can talk to anyone about almost anything and find common ground in minutes. They collect perspectives the way others collect souvenirs. Learning is not just academic for them, it's emotional nourishment. They explore cultures, experiences, and beliefs because each one adds a new window to their inner house. Conversation is how they breathe, and silence only feels comfortable when it's filled with trust. Here is a little invitation while we are here together. Drop a comment with your date of birth and your zodiac sign. I love seeing who is listening, and it helps me tailor future readings to this community. Fact 12. Geminis are unstoppable optimists. Even when life gets heavy, they are skilled at finding a doorway of hope. This isn't denial, it's resilience. They believe in second chances, in rerouting, in trying again with better information. Their optimism can be contagious, and it often makes them the friend who says, "We'll figure it out," and actually means it. Their faith in possibilities keeps them from drowning in what's temporary. Fact 11. Geminis are drawn to novelty. Their curiosity and restlessness invite them into new hobbies, new friendships, new environments. They are the ones who suggest the road trip, the new class, the strange cafe across town. They learn through experience, through exposure, through the thrill of what has not happened yet. Novelty keeps their spirit bright, and it protects them from stagnation. Fact 10. Geminis value trust before openness. They may be social, but they don't share their inner truth with everyone. If they sense dishonesty or disloyalty, they retreat. It can look like distance, but it's self-respect. When trust is real, Gemini becomes one of the most loyal and engaging people you'll ever meet, because now they feel safe enough to be fully themselves. Fact 9. Geminis are complex and hard to fully know. They reveal themselves in phases, like a song that adds instruments each verse. Their nature is multifaceted. Thinker, dreamer, comedian, strategist, romantic, skeptic. Getting close to them requires curiosity, too. If you keep listening, you'll keep discovering. There is always another hallway in their inner house, another window you didn't notice until the light hit it just right. Fact 8. Geminis can be disorganized. Their minds move so fast that structure can feel like a cage. Schedules, routines, strict plans, they may resist these when they feel too tight. Yet their creativity often grows out of that chaos. They solve problems in unconventional ways. What looks messy from the outside is sometimes a workshop of genius within. They can lose their keys and still find the solution you didn't know existed. Fact 7. Geminis are creative in intimacy and connection. They bring surprise, humor, and imagination into love. They want to keep the spark alive with playful energy and open dialogue. To them, Intimacy is a shared playground where mind and heart meet. Their attentiveness makes partners feel seen, not just desired, and that emotional curiosity can turn ordinary moments into something memorable. Fact 6. Geminis wield words like a blade and a bomb. They are rhetorical, by nature articulate, sharp, persuasive. When hurt or provoked, they can speak with devastating precision. But their words also heal. They can name what others only feel, and that clarity can be a gift. Behind the quick tongue is usually a deep sense of fairness, and once the storm passes, they want resolution more than victory. Fact 5. Geminis hold their pride dearly. They remember how you treat them. They don't tolerate disrespect, and they don't forget kindness either. Pride in Gemini it's the quiet rule that says, I will not shrink to keep peace. This can make them seem firm, even stubborn, but it's rooted in integrity and a refusal to be taken lightly. Fact 4. Geminis can be frustratingly charming. Their magnetism comes from their movement, how they shift, adapt, and keep life interesting. One moment, they're fully present and focused. The next, they reach chasing an idea like fireflies. That unpredictability is part of their charm and part of the challenge for those who crave steadiness. Yet, if you learn their rhythm, you realize the chaos is not careless, it's alive. Fact 3. Geminis struggle with emotional decisions. When love is on the table, they weigh possibilities, imagine outcomes, worry about losing freedom or choosing wrong. It's not a lack of feeling, it's too many feelings filtered through analysis. Give them chimi, not ultimatums. When they choose, they want to choose well, and they want to choose in a way that still feels like themselves. Fact 2. Geminis value individuality above all. They are allergic to becoming a version of themselves that isn't true. They won't stay where they must perform, pretend, or shrink. They need partners and friends who celebrate their uniqueness. When that happens, Gemini becomes deeply devoted because loyalty for them grows in the soil of acceptance. Fact 1. Gemini goals are always evolving. To love a Gemini is to love a moving horizon. They are always reaching for the next insight, the next experience, the next chapter of growth. It can feel like chasing a comet, beautiful, bright, and never quite still. But if you embrace that spirit, Gemini will pull you into a life that feels bigger than the one you knew, and you'll never stop learning beside them. If this helped you understand Gemini or understand yourself, if you are one, please subscribe to Astro Gemini and give the video a like before you go. Your support keeps this channel alive and growing. If you want to hear everything the universe has to say to you, watch these other videos on our channel.